Hello.
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 Welcome to the audio commentary that you can see.
Woo, imagine. I'm Robert Webb.
I'm David Mitchell.
I'm Gareth Edwards, I'm the producer.
Not usually in vision.
No,
I'm
for obvious reasons.
Sorry, I was looking at the actual thing we're watching, not the camera.
Yeah, I
Hello,
found
the
the
camera.
camera.
Hi,
Oh,
camera.
Yes, hello.
Now, this is a sketch lampooning the famous Agatha Christie character, Hercule Poirot.
It was about time that someone gave him the treatment.
Finally,
wasn't it? Yeah.
no one had targeted it before, which we found very
This is what we
strange.
find. That's why we're so cutting edge.
We've brilliantly changed his name, though, so that the Christie estate cannot sue.
That's also as libelous to the real Hercule Poirot.
And this is actually a sketch written by me and Rob.
Yes.
Yes, so
So we kick the series off with a home sketch.
absolutely.
She's doing the evil
And
voice.
this is actually one of the most old-fashioned sketches. I mean, we do old-fashioned sketches, don't we?
I think it's good to set out our stall at the start
Yeah.
by
It's
a
saying
little-
we can do an old-fashioned sketch if we like.
But even for us, this is really quite two rummies. But I think
Along with a French accent, well, Belgian accent.
very well done in it. It took me a long time to make the accent belt. I kept slipping back into French.
You're
It was
quite a
very
scary
embarrassing.
method guy in that sense, aren't
Yeah. Insisted on getting those Flemish undertones.
We've all heard you do the evil voice. Only murderers.
But doesn't it look lovely? It looks like it would do in a Poirot.
It's
you?
all
They made
very
it look very
exciting.
pretty.
He'd never lie.
And what members of the crew should we mention and thank for that?
Well, I would like to mention Leah and Phil of the costume department for my Poirot costume, and Kate and Cheryl of the makeup department for my moustache.
And of course our wonderful director of photography, John
Yes, Mr. John Sorapil.
Yes. And
All very beautifully lit, really quite a lot quicker than they probably would have done it if we'd been a costume drama.
And
what
yes,
we're
Oh,
sort of-
look, we've missed the important bit where Sarah's dress changed.
yes,
that was a good bit.
And that was another well done. The costume department. Obviously, you should watch this sketch without us ruining it.
Yeah,
So
that
I'm
goes for the whole series.
sort of presuming you have, and if not, what are you doing? And the other actors in that's Sarah Hadland and James Bachman.
Yeah, and Abby Badessi in the chair.
Yes, not
Indeed.
speaking in this scene.
Not in this
She
particular
will
thing.
later speak. And some extras whose names we didn't trouble to find out.
No.
Some courts, they do not accept the evil
But yes, the costume drama would have made a real meal out of this, wouldn't
Oh,
they?
God,
Charged
yes.
so
Well,
much
this would have
more.
been the main thing.
And there wouldn't even have been any jokes,
And they'd have actually really shot the actress.
which is why
Well, that's the plus point, obviously.
Yeah,
That's the only way
yeah.
you get any throughput into the profession.
you'd really want to shoot Sarah Hadland?
No, not Sarah Hadland, but
Oh,
she
okay.
doesn't do costume drama. What I'm saying is that
Well,
It's-
maybe she
it's a
does.
very
Maybe
difficult-
by now she does.
it's a very difficult profession to get into acting. There has to be sacrifices.
Right, fair enough.
It's changed now.
It's the aforementioned
it's
Abigail
not old-fashioned
Badessi,
anymore.
who now will talk. Oh,
Yes.
Actually, not much.
But slightly.
She'll sort of watch David do that. There he is, watching David.
This is a sort of very futuristic version of almost exactly the same furniture.
Yeah. I'm very pleased, and this was when we shot in the studio, which is how you managed to have this there are no walls and we're in the middle of a void atmosphere that I used to very much enjoy in Play School and Blue Peter as a child.
And we really had to move the whole set with David and Mark and Abby off to the side, and then they moved back on again.
Yeah,
They're on casters. Rob's on.
I was on
a
casters
server,
at
yeah.
that point.
The writing isn't. We just put the writing on later.
for over 30 years now. Yeah,
And this is a sketch by Simon Kane,
his patented flank.
a very eccentric writer, but a very funny one, who nearly died in a fire, but didn't, fortunately.
No, he's better now.
Yeah.
This costume was very much a collaboration between me and Leah Archer, where we were sort of camply encouraging each other, going, "No, we can't. Oh, we can. No, you mustn't. Oh, go on then."
And as you can see,
And
they
that's,
did.
That's what happens.
It is a funny costume.
Hankel himself with you in the room.
It's not ashamed of its funniness.
No.
Simon brought this sketch along to one of the writers' meetings and sort of said, "I've got an idea for writing a sketch about that time when people bang their hands on their thighs to try and find things. Is there a sketch in that?" To which I think I said, "No, definitely not." But then he went ahead and wrote it anyway. But he has also included possibly the least tasteful joke in the series, which I'm happy to say I thought of by accident and said out loud.
Yes, coming up, isn't it?
It is, it's coming
Yes.
up.
Oh, I
See if you
remember.
can spot
Yeah.
the tasteless joke.
It's not
Not
that.
that one. Finding Keys. That's
It's
fine.
not, yeah, it's not that
Jigsaw,
one. I
no
think
one gets
this one's
offended
all
about
right.
Jigsaw.
Right,
It's
that's
not
Toby
right.
Davis.
Probably okay.
Here we are. Yeah.
There we go.
There
Take
we
that,
are, then.
earthquake survivors.
Yeah.
I'll also send you this.
But
Jan Hankel's sister.
we're not saying with that, and it's an important
No,
point
we're
to
not
make,
having a pot
in
at
these difficult
earthquake
times, in the current
victims or
climate,
survivors.
It's important that we, as comedians, reserve the right to do a joke associated with the fact of earthquakes without in any way being seen to advocate earthquakes and the deaths caused thereby.
We're not pro
Well,
earthquakes.
it's a satire on earthquakes, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
a way
we're
of
giving the
discouraging
treatment to
earthquakes.
earthquakes.
Yeah, they'll think twice, those sort of trembling, magma-filled subterranean rocks next time, won't they?
It's a call to arms for seismologists.
Yeah.
I think that was the working title of the sketch.
Really happened, I wouldn't be a millionaire if I tried.
This is a piss take of The Apprentice.
I think the third series is going to go out when The Apprentice is on the television, so that's good in a way.
Well, this might just confuse people.
It might just bring it down. It might not.
This isn't supposed to be an impression of Alan Sugar that I'm doing here. What I'm doing here is an impression of someone who would be less self-important and perhaps a nicer guy, but would make worse television as a result. I'm not saying Alan Sugar's not a nice guy, I've no idea. But, you know.
Doesn't seem like a nice guy.
I would guess he's a bit of a git, but I don't know. It's not fair to guess what people are like, is it?
Maybe he's only like that when he's on television. When he's not on television, he's nice.
My experience of people who are on television now is that they are like whatever they are like in real life as well, in general.
Well, you're not like this.
Different hair.
No, but I am like this. This is also
That's
on.
true,
Yeah.
that is on television. But
That's
right
true.
up until before that happened,
What you see
you
is what
definitely
you get.
weren't like that.
That everyone will think that they're the only person to have noticed that the contestants are all idiots. I've got a hunch that for some reason...
This is a sketch written by me and Jonathan Dryden Taylor, who actually isn't as annoyed by The Apprentice as I am, but nevertheless went along with my annoyance for half an afternoon while we wrote it out.
There's a sketch later where we take the piss out of something that he's annoyed by that you weren't that fussed about.
Is there?
Yes,
was that?
the phone lines thing.
He's more annoyed about that.
Yeah, but he wrote that on his own.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't help him.
Did you just say, I'm not having a pop at the phone
No,
lines?
those sex lines, that's good work they do.
I couldn't get any sleep without them.
Nice touch there from the art department. Those files are marked BBC to make it clear that we're referring to these people as, that we're saying that these people are TV executives or creatives or...
Everything's beautifully thought through.
Although we didn't shoot that actually in the BBC, but in a sort of weird, disused suite of offices, didn't we? Somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, the BBC doesn't show up on camera.
Yeah, looks exactly like a... no. What does it look exactly like? Not a broadcaster was the joke I was
Yeah,
struggling
grocers.
for. Now this idea, these sketches were sort of were written by sort of four people in the end. Me and Jonathan Dryden Taylor, but also Joel Morris and Jason Hazley. And they sort of came out of, we had this like writers away night,
Yes.
didn't we, down in, is it Kent?
Yes, it is. It's a
Sevenoaks.
place called Ball Place in
Yeah.
Sevenoaks.
And
Where they have very nice food.
and we all got chatting about this idea of a quiz show being broadcast after some terrible apocalyptic event had happened,
But that hasn't stopped us
referred to as the event.
from enjoying ourselves. So let's remain indoors and say hello to our contestants. Hi there. Hello.
What do you think the event actually is?
I think it's, I don't know, I don't want to specify.
I know. Could be nuclear. It could be.
A little bit chemi bio,
Yeah.
I often think it might be environmental.
A little
Yeah.
bit of
little bit of an acidy germ.
Heston Blumenthal?
Correct. Multiple choice.
Of course, that's not Heston Blumenthal, is it? That's a
It's
competition.
human.
Write in, say who that is. And
We
We'll
can't really do it as a
do
competition.
nothing.
can't.
No,
You think it's too
against
easy?
BBC guidelines.
Call this premium rate phone line.
Yeah.
She really goes for it, that
That's
Sarah
it.
Haddon.
That needed a bit of conviction,
That-
and
that's
that's,
an
certainly what we got.
It's an amount of acting you don't get from most performers.
Glad I didn't get carried away with the impression of the blind man anyway.
Yes, I think that was a good call.
It's very good that I don't seem to be actively enjoying that.
That's right. It's fuel.
Of course, with our society slightly crumbling, that sketch could turn sick,
Not as
couldn't it?
funny as it
I
might
think,
be.
yeah, we'd have to crumble a lot, though, for it to really turn out to be
Yes.
actually real.
Oh, definitely.
This is another studio audience sketch, isn't it? We did this in front of a live studio audience.
This sketch was written by the Dawson brothers, who are two brothers of the surname Dawson and someone else they write with who is not their brother and doesn't have the surname Dawson, but for reasons best known to himself, nevertheless allows himself to go under the group writing title The Dawson Brothers.
A bit like the one
Tim
of
Brothers, isn't it?
What, sorry?
Tim Brothers, that's his name.
No, that would be fine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But his surname's not Brothers, is
No,
it?
no, it's not.
I was
Really.
going to say,
So
it's a
in
bit like
fact,
the
his,
saying that as
his
a
identity
thing.
is rather crushed by it.
It's
Yeah.
a bit like the Thompson twins, except none of them were twins, and they weren't called Thompson.
So that's
And
more.
that was their whole publicity shtick.
That's
That was
more
the
of a
move.
deal, wouldn't you know? That's
Yeah, no, that was just. They
and
just
like the
liked the
Chuckle
name.
Brothers. They're both not called Chuckle.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a deal.
Are they? But they are brothers, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't think so.
They're not called Tommy Chuckle and Jimmy Chuckle.
No.
Barry.
I mean, they may have changed their name by deed poll, but originally, I think
Anyway, this is
came
a
from
sketch, and
two
also
two
written by-
unrelated, but both Russian emigre families, weren't they?
Yeah.
They're both counts under the old Tsarist regime. But they very sensibly have stopped expecting it to
the
come
way
back.
Abby and James just marched off on cue there, that was quite bad.
This also got material from Sam and Jesse in it, hasn't it? This sketch. Sam Bain and Jesse Armstrong share a credit on this sketch.
Ah,
Yes, although
Was it their
and I don't
idea
know,
originally?
Is this no? I think is this the place to say that they added a third bit to the ending?
I'm not sure who added what to it.
I thought.
that we cut.
Yeah, I think that's what they did.
Yeah.
Sam Bain and Jesse Armstrong, who brilliantly write Peep Show,
That's
wrote a bit on the
clearly
end of
the
that
punchline.
sketch that made it worse, that we removed. But we might be wrong about their having written that bit, but I don't think we are.
I think they did.
Nobody told me we were doing those.
Oh, they're brilliant. The toy manual.
This is by Chris Reddy, who also wrote The Green Clarinet and the Sexy Scarecrow sketch from the last series.
And Russ Claus?
Russ Claus, yeah, coming up
It has
later
a
on.
28,000 word vocabulary in 3 different settings: trenchant wit, articulate outrage, or quickfire panel show mode.
Thank you for that spectacularly banal contribution to proceedings.
See, that doll is modelled on your when you were a little bit fatter, which is unfair, really.
Yes.
But in a way, it's nice that you've lost a bit of weight, and so you can show
Okay,
some
look at that. It would be worse if it was a doll that was quite sort of thin
slim, and then yeah.
you know.
Actually, that head is quite a bit.
That's broader than your actual head,
Yeah, I
certainly.
hope so.
Oh, look. I'm anatomically correct.
I'm not. Just got plastic underpants.
Wow, they really are thorough, aren't they?
Very difficult to land on the word thorough as a punchline, but I
You
gave
managed
it everything.
Well done. This is by me and Rob, and this is a general attempt to stick it to community support officers without much evidence.
When we did it, we tried this out with me being the nasty policeman, well, being the policeman, and found that I couldn't do it with quite as much hate as David. So
Yeah. I'm an angry, angry man.
we tried to go against type, but
It's basically stupid to go against type, though, isn't it? Type's
Usually.
there for a reason.
unless you really, really get bored with your type, then it's nice, nice place to visit.
If you're worth watching, in general, even though you might get bored with your type, the audience will be less bored with it and will want you to stick to it.
I'm glad you put in the qualification, if you're worth watching. Just for my benefit. That was actually a real truncheon and it really hurt.
I insisted on that. It's the only way I could get the character. Now, I think the name of that, there was an...
He was good.
Yes, he was
He
good.
was very good.
Was he Robert Madge?
He was Robert Madge.
Well
yes.
done, Robert Madge.
Well done,
No,
Robert.
he's done very well.
Child actor, though, so may have a weird future.
Worked out for Kevin Bishop. He's
It's another
fine.
one of our forward-looking sketches.
For...
Yeah.
Yes,
This
which
is-
finally
essentially, this is our
satirising
vision.
70s sitcom. This sketch was written by me and Toby Davis, who was earlier in the Flank Pat sketch.
And jolly funny it is too.
My newly acquired set of antique golf.
I think this was the sketch where I was most thrilled with the way the set looked in terms of
It was-
the
yeah.
way it was in the stage direction. It was they got it perfectly. So well done to Dennis de Groot and all of the rest of the art department.
His team.
His team. No, it's really right down to the weird portraits of the boss playing golf and things.
That is actually my natural posture, so Didn't have to do any acting.
And
there.
that's your real hair as well.
It's my real hair.
This is how we both really look before makeup.
Before we get dressed up to do DVD in Vision commentaries.
Now, this is a very
This is a
pleasing
good
prop.
prop.
This
Yeah.
is, it's a fantastic
Top
prop, isn't
prop.
it? Look at that.
Yeah.
Marvellous.
I want
There you
one.
are.
I want one almost as much as I want one of those globes that's a drinks cabinet, but
Yeah.
not quite.
Drinks cabinet to the violent alcoholic Scotsman instead.
That one would actually
we
take
shot-
up less space.
We shot all of
Yes.
these sketches in one day, didn't we?
2
Or was
days.
it 2 days? Well, we shot all the tidy office in one day and all the trashed office in one day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was done at Shepperton Studios, where they make like proper things like films. So
No, it was all rather fantastic. Shepperton Studios slightly weirdly has lots and lots of roads named after famous film directors all over it, and then it's all built round Cromwell Road.
Yeah.
Not
Guy who
necessarily a
closed
thing
all
that
the
Cromwell
theatres.
would be particularly chuffed about.
No.
I certainly don't think his banning of theatre was a precursor to his inventing of cinema, was it?
Well, he didn't get round to inventing cinema.
No. People would have understood better if the day after he'd banned theatre, he released Star Wars.
Yeah.
That was, of course, James Bartman as a humorous Scotsman, in the way that Scotsmen
This-
really love being portrayed on
This
television.
excellent sketch is also by Simon Kane, and
Oh, look, there's
shot
someone at the door.
was shot in Queen's Park, London, which is very near my house. Oh, no.
It was threatening to be quite rainy, which would have totally ruined the sketch in many ways.
Brilliant. Oh,
Very
it
exciting things just happened.
Oh,
some
great.
tea and toasters
Stuff
arrived.
is coming.
Now
Brilliant.
you see,
See, it's all,
license fee payers'
it's
money.
all real.
Look at it.
This is actually DVD.
Thousands of slices of
Buyers'
money.
DVD
So the
gold.
producer has to actually point out it's not
Yeah,
license fee
it's not
payers' money,
license
it's fine.
payers'
So
money.
stand down, the mail.
What have you got against the Daily Mail, David?
I don't know,
Everyone
because
else really likes it.
when you read the Daily Mail, it's actually lovely.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But you think it's going to anger you in advance.
But then it turns
And then it's
out
just full of
joy, hope,
fair comment on interesting
rationality,
news
sanity,
stories.
precision. It's
Yeah.
just great all round.
And the sooner the BBC is destroyed, the better all round.
Hear, hear.
The likes of us can get proper jobs.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I've got a GCSE in technology, so I
Oh,
could
that's nice.
wire people's plugs, maybe.
I think I'd illegally emigrate to Poland and claim benefits.
You must be able to. It's potent.
And this is exactly the kind of filth that the BBC
Yes.
Should be
is-
rightly destroyed.
Well, not
Yeah.
only that, it actually, defiles the memory of our greatest monarch. That's the thing that particularly exercises me about it.
And what it makes the fair historical point, though, is that she will have smelt semen in her life. And yet she never mentioned it.
You don't hear about it, do you?
Well,
Yeah.
yes, or she was never reported for mentioning it. It may have just been a kind of
I'm sure
conspiracy
she-
about how she was portrayed.
She was always saying, I want some of my cum stories printed in the Times of London. They're going, no, Your Majesty, you mustn't.
Stop it, Your Majesty.
It doesn't do your image. We've got this fantastic "you're a miserable old boot" thing going on that
Yeah.
everyone just loves.
It all works.
And she's saying, no, but I want to be sexy. I want to be, incorrigible.
Is it worth pointing out this is another sketch by mad Simon Kane?
I actually already pointed that out.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah. But
We were quite excited to find a proper Victorian bandstand to do it in front of. With a proper
We were
Victorian
excited that it
band.
was very, very close to where we live. Separately.
Yeah, these are the many considerations that come into play.
And you will say nothing, not to me, not to the ambassador.
It's Queen's Park, isn't it? Is that right?
Queen's Park, yes, in Queen's Park, the area of London, where Queen's Park Rangers isn't.
Well, they've ranged.
They've
Presumably.
ranged all the way down to basically sort of Wormwood Scrubs way.
Just going to have to smell of cum then.
Interestingly, possibly, you be the judge, at Queen's Park Rangers grounds is where we shot the football monologue.
It is,
Oh,
yes.
that's
They're the
true.
only football grounds that would let us in.
Others being far too self-important or not as broke.
This is a sketch by Richard Law,
By Richard Law.
which he sent to me out of the blue. Richard
Now-
is someone who
Attached to a
occasionally
dog.
sends me quite frightening sketches.
This is one
quite
of-
often attached to
attached
dogs.
an idea for a sketch to a dog,
To a dog,
fired
through-
it in a window of television
through-
centre.
Now,
This-
Gareth,
this
this
was
is
ri-
one of your favourite sketches because it involves cruelty to animals.
Yes, I've often wondered why I find that funny.
Because you are quite a mild and urbane man most of the time, but actually when it comes to horrible things happening to small fluffy creatures, you sort
Yeah.
of lose it, don't you?
That gets me every time. And I genuinely don't know why.
I think it's much underestimated how much cruelty to animals is a fairly legitimate outlet for human rage, and that actually the RSPCA does a lot of harm by denying people that outlet.
Yeah.
And in fact, what do? They turn on their children on public buildings, this sort
Well,
of
they
thing,
could be
when
kicking a
they
cat.
could just be passing an electric current through a gerbil.
Swinging its head against the brick
Something
wall.
like that. Think about that. Every time you see a kitten on the motorway, think of the pain
The
that
human
has saved
cost.
humans.
It's like a sort of lightning conductor for misery.
Yeah.
But when I'm fated as the man.
I'm looking forward to Gareth's reaction to the to what happens at the end of this, because you'll see the evil glee.
The ridiculous
coming out.
thing is that in order to achieve this effect, we weren't allowed to simply
actually kill a
fire
dog.
a dog at a window. That looks quite good, but not as good as if we genuinely
If we'd
got a
done
bit
it
of
properly.
toughened glass.
Well, that was, we as long as we did it off camera, it was fine. So we. Ooh, something else has happened now.
This is a Robert Webb sketch, written and starring by Robert Webb.
Written and starring by.
Written and starring by. Written and starring by. Starring by and written.
Written of. There we are.
That was it.
These are our
No
lazy
schizo ever has
writers
enough cookies.
characters. And this was in the radio show many years ago. But
Although I think almost none of the jokes are the same. We sort of rewrote the whole thing. Didn't we?
is that what you think?
So then our job was done.
Yeah. That's a new joke, the microwaving ice cream. But no, most of the spy jokes were in the radio show. So, as an
Right.
experiment,
Well,
try closing your eyes and see if you can still get this sketch, and I think you'll find you can. Stuff under the table, that's new.
Yes.
All the stuff isn't.
James and I started enjoying ourselves perhaps too much. I don't know.
Picture of
Bumping
Roger
our-
Moore.
It's fine.
Did
That's
you
new.
notice?
That wasn't in the radio.
Bumping our heads on the table,
Picture of
which
Roger
that's
Moore.
new.
Was that in the radio
No,
sketch?
yes, but you have to listen very carefully. Have a piece of toast, Gareth.
I'd love one, yes, sorry. Actually, I can't. My headphones are stuck to the sofa.
Excuse fingers.
Thank
New
you very
joke.
much.
New joke. New joke. New joke. New joke.
Same new joke, same
New
new
joke.
joke. Do you like
There.
a
And
There's
toast?
look,
at
the
least
split
5 new
screen
jokes.
thing, that's new. Didn't
like
do
a
that on the
toast?
radio.
I've had lots of toast, thanks,
All right.
David. I'm going to.
A separate
I like to do
toast.
my toast eating off
Yes,
camera.
Wheat-free, he insists. He's on a weird diet thing.
David Wollstonecraft watched this sketch. He came to one of the studios.
David
yes.
Wollstonecraft is a friend of ours who created Spooks.
And said he was very flattered, but actually we didn't have him in mind at all when we did this, so I don't know what the hell he thinks he's talking about.
I think Pete definitely.
I think don't take his sense of flattery away from him.
I'm taking it right away from him, keeping it for myself.
Well, David, you can remain flattered, but I would ask you, what are you doing watching the
don't
audio
think-
commentary on a sketch show you've already seen by people you know?
This is why I
Well,
don't
people
think
might just
I
tell
think
him
it's
that we
fine to
do
give
a bit
David
about
Wollstonecraft
it.
the treatment because he just will never watch this. I mean, there is a shot at the end that is a bit reminiscent of Spooks. I mean, that is fair enough.
And we did have that in
I think,
mind.
I think the
when we-
entire
we
way
did.
it's shot is a spoof on Spooks. A spook spoof.
Where do you keep it? Like they taught me at the academy, in the bottom of the.
But actually, the jokes are more of a general spoof on
Yeah.
much more old-fashioned spy stuff.
I should kill her anyway.
One more thing. When you buy the poison, write the shopping list in invisible ink.
They were quite uncomfortable, those wetsuits. But what I found helped was moaning about it.
Right.
The world of remembering not to tell people your job at parties.
I might be.
You're good. I see you brought newspaper and scissors.
Check.
Well, start cutting eye holes.
It's one of those bits where we're cutting eye holes for ages and you just have to trust that it's going to look more exciting when it's all chopped together.
I think it sort
It
of did.
does.
Yes.
Although we did shorten it several times in the edit.
Good, can't beat. Funny
Visual
costume,
joke I'm
funny
looking
costume,
forward
visual
to coming
joke.
up.
Oh, it's a Mitchell and Webb visual joke. Oh, I don't get many of them to the pound.
I like the way also that
And
that
if you
joke
write
is,
in to say which king that fake post box was it from the era of, then you win nothing.
See, this is why there
I'll
should
give
be
you
a
a clue.
Christmas
It was a
special.
George.
Our Christmas
narrow it
special
down.
would consist of this sketch and... Oh, there was that heroin
we've
sketch.
done loads of Christmas sketches.
Have we?
We're
Yeah.
obsessed
Can we
with
put
Christmas.
our best ever, our top 50 Christmas sketches?
Now, this is a Chris Reddy sketch, as we said earlier.
This is my audition for EastEnders. I didn't get it.
How's the new festival going? What was it called? Winterfest?
Winterfest X, or Extreme.
Trying to think what it should be my audition for, but a film about Father Christmas.
Father Christmas film.
You'd be great in a Father Christmas film. I think it'd be very you.
Thanks.
Winterfest X, I think actually might even exist. I think it's a real ale festival in Dorset.
I do hope so.
I looked it up.
That
I looked
sounds
it up
great.
on Google just in case.
Well,
'Cause an exciting part of my job is making sure that we don't talk about things that really exist,
And
assuming that they
we were, and you
check.
just thought, oh, it's only a real ale festival in Dorset, we can give them the treatment.
That was exactly what I thought. What are they going to do? Sue us?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Sue us?
Famously unlitigious, the real ale community. Well, as a fan of real ale, I like to wish great prosperity to Winterfest X.
Well, exactly.
And say that I'm sure in reality it is not run by the feckless younger brother of Father Christmas.
I think they're all just going to be enjoying their delicious real ale.
He's saying you're all too pissed to care. Well, I'd like to say that I
am secretly
understand.
saying that.
I understand that it takes a lot of sobriety and
I don't know, my
organisation to
cup
get a
is-
real ale
That's
festival
there.
off the ground.
I can't reach
Well,
it. No, I'll take my cans off. Oh no, yeah, look, I've done it now.
Do you think whiskey is made by drunk people, Gareth? Is that what you think? No.
But these are people celebrating real ale.
They're
not
finished.
people. Yeah. Thank you very much.
They've still got to, the stalls have got to be set up, the T-shirts printed,
Oh, I've been to a
little
real ale
arena
festival.
for the pipe smokers to go.
So, Joyce, how's it been?
How can you do this? How can you just come back into our lives like this after everything that happened?
She will act. You just ask her, and she will
She'll
act.
just do it.
Just
It's absolutely full of
literally
acting.
ask.
Maybe I couldn't stay away.
I can't do this to him again.
It's very good, this.
Now it's his busiest time of year.
He's been neglected.
She gave that the full Dobson.
Yeah. Frank
Hooray!
Dobson. Because he looks like Father Christmas.
Beautiful, sexual woman. And you know what? You better.
Lovely work by Mr. Fuller, our director on this.
We're not allowed to call him by his first. He's a very formal man.
He's incredibly formal. He always wears a suit.
I've heard rumours his first name is Ben, but to say that word to him is death. This is obviously a very sexual moment.
Sexual.
You're poison.
Have a look at these little...
Hooray!
We were very excited to get that
pleased with
squeak.
the
noise.
squeak. It
Good
was,
bit.
let me tell you, it's very tricky. You had to squeeze it first, so because it squeaked when the air went back into it. You see, so
Right. Well
But
done.
it was sort of a dogma moment, wasn't it? Because it was something we thought of on the spur of the moment,
yes.
using the existing props that were already to hand.
Yeah.
And this really is
There are-
filmed in Father Christmas's cabin up in the Arctic Circle.
And I really did age that much and grow that beard.
Yeah, so it's
And
dogma
put on a
through
lot
and
of
through.
weight.
This is so upsetting.
I'm so sorry.
Look, I know this is a shock, but what's
This is basically the message of the whole programme coming up.
Yeah? So come on, let's just get through Christmas.
That's what we've been
Let's
trying to
just
say
get
the whole
through
episode.
Christmas.
Oh, that's the end, look.
Yeah.
There's that.
We're not allowed to have any jokes, visual jokes, under the titles anymore, in case the arseholes at BBC Two want to trail the next programme during it. So that's the new rule. It's a little bit chipped off
Take that,
civilization.
arseholes.
Doesn't really matter, but you know, it does make things slightly worse. So sorry if this bored you on initial transmission, but you were hearing about MasterChef or whatever the hell was on next.